Okay, so now that we actually have a gadget running here and we have our data, let's try to create some of those equations, or at least get some of that information for equations. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to start by selecting this column, and I'm going to hit equal, and then I'm going to type in LINEST. And what this does is actually runs the parameters of a linear trend. So I'm going to click this button over here, and it's going to allow me to run the parameters of a linear trend. Now what this is saying is it wants data Y, your dependent variable, and data X, your independent variable. And we're going to do a little trick with this. We're actually just going to select our Y value, and what it's going to do is run against years 1 through 11 and still allow us to have 2001 to 2011 show up on our data in motion. So all I'm going to do is select what I want to choose, the overall percent meets or exceeds, and I'm just going to hit enter from here. What's produced is actually the slope and the y-intercept. Now, it's a really good idea to label what we did. We did the overall percentage, let's just say AYP for now. That was our independent variable. I'm sorry, that was our dependent variable, wasn't it? That was our Y value. And our X value was, of course, time, or years. Okay. So we can leave that right now, and this just kind of gives us a general idea of what's happening here. Let's say I wanted to run a trend and see what the correlation is. So let's look at the correlation of these values, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit the equal sign and type in the function correl. And what this does is allow me to compare two data sets for the correlation coefficient. Now, let's go back. Data set 1 is the first set of data, data set 2 is the second set of data. I'm going to select my percent. It's my first set of data. Notice how in green, up over here, E2 and E12 are selected. I'm going to hit a comma and select my second set of data, the years. Enclose with an end parentheses and hit enter, and our correlation coefficient is available to us. So relatively speaking, it's a relatively medium weak, medium strong, kind of right in the middle, relative strength showing Niles west as having a negative slope with this y-intercept. We can do the same thing if we wanted to do this for, say, low income. I'm just going to abbreviate, and our X, our independent variable, of course, let's do that, is years again. I'm going to hit the equal symbol, run that linear trend, and I'm going to select it for low income and hit enter. Notice that my slope and y-intercept for Niles West are shown here. I can run the same correlation data and select the low income, hit comma, select the year and hit enter. So a very high correlation at Niles West, indicating an increase in low income per year with a relatively low start. Let's run the last trend where we compare AYP percent and an X value of low income. See what happens. Still running that linear trend data. This is very important that my Y data here is first. I hit a comma. I do my X data second. So we're indicating that low income is the independent variable and that Niles West really can't control that and possibly can control, or the dependent variable of that low income might be overall meets and exceeds. Let's check the correlation of this data.
Okay, guys, and to get that last just few seconds, you'll have to actually go to the website, but you can actually see the final answer on that.